Hi, welcome back to Balls to Lights. In this video, we're demoing Tavarua. In Tavarua, we're a surfer ready to ride the waves in a friendly competition to see who's the best surfer. Tavarua is a Fijian island. It's kind of a heart-shaped island, I think. We choose a surfboard, we paddle out, watch the swells to find the perfect wave, and then we ride it in, scoring, reading the wave, performing manoeuvres to keep our balance, watching the swells and showing off our best tricks to prove we're the best surfer around. It plays 2 to 6. I'm going to demonstrate the basics of the game, just solitaire, just one rider. We've got 2 surfboards. We've got a longboard and a shortboard. The shortboard is kind of tougher to keep your balance on, but you can play what we call stoke tokens, and this allows you to kind of increase or decrease the effectiveness of tricks that you perform, manoeuvres, trying to stay on your board. The longboard, easier to keep your balance, but this time you can't use stoke. This is all about keeping your balance and trying to earn some extra points by getting on the toe of the board and earning these toe tokens. It's much harder also to ride the barrel waves on the longboard, much easier on the shortboard. So this one is more agile, more manoeuvrable, harder to keep your balance, but you can potentially score some bigger scores with it. Each player, we've got different colours. I'm going to play this purple board, has 4 score trackers, okay? 2 for the shortboard, 2 for the longboard. And the idea here is to score your best 2 scores on each board. Whoever scores the highest on each board becomes the longboard or the shortboard champion, and then the combined scores becomes the overall winner and overall champion. The scores are derived by earning points. Points come from riding the wave, from getting those toes, riding barrels, performing the best tricks. Between riding waves as well, we've got 6 different cards here. These are like specials you can buy when you're at the shore, give you little bonuses. Alright, so you've got a jet ski, for example, that allows you to get up into the channel further more quickly. An energy drink that allows you to get more stoke. In fact, the currency for buying these is those stoke tokens. Each player starts with 1 stoke. We get a meeple, this is your surfer. We get a token to say where on the board we are currently standing. Our surfers start on the shore, in purple, and we begin the game by rolling for each of these waves. This is the amount of swell on each of these waves. So we've got 1, 2, these larger waves potentially give us more points. The smaller waves, easier to ride, but you're not going to score many points off them. So setup's really quick. Each player dealt 5 cards. This is the hand that we play. We choose which board we're riding. I'm going to start with the short board here, I think, and I can look at my cards. And that's important because if you have any number 4s in your hand, you have to discard and redraw if you're using the long board. Alright, you can't keep any 4s in your hand on the long board, only on the short board. Pretty tricky, huh? But you'll understand why in a minute. So I'll pick my surfboard, place my surfer face down as we look to paddle out to catch some waves. Now we start the first round. The round always begins with the waves advancing. So we push down the waves. This one goes up to the top, and we re-roll. There's a 4. Now we play cards from our hand, and what we're looking at this point is just the numbers. Alright, so each card is kind of dual purpose. We have the trick, like the rail grab, the snap turn, and then the number here that we can use to put the strength into our manoeuvre. We play these cards alongside our board, so I'm going to play a rail grab. And normally you play it face down, you see, so you can't show your opponents what you're going to do, because everyone's doing this simultaneously. And you place it in one of 4 spots to indicate what you're doing So for example, if you want to paddle out, place your card here, paddle in, place it down here. Okay, if you want to catch a wave or ride a wave up here, if you want to wait in the channel or bail from a wave you're riding, you place it here. So I'm going to paddle out and I'm going to put it up here. The artwork here is prototyped, hence you'll see this just pencil drawing. Everyone reveals simultaneously. I've got a 3, he's got a 1, so green paddles out into the channel, just one spot, I paddle up 3 spaces in the channel. Cards get discarded. The next step is we reveal the wave card. Now on the first turn of the game, no one's riding a wave, so this top card is kind of irrelevant, it's not doing anything. But we reveal it and discard it. Alright, I'll explain that once we get there. So what is it we're trying to do? We've ended the round here, we go back to the next round, so we're going to play another card. This is the break, this is where we ride the waves. Okay, this is the wash, this is where we bail out or wipe out to. We wipe out when we fail to keep our balance on a wave. And in the channel, this is where we can paddle up and down, waiting to catch a wave. Now each of these waves is going to break, and we can't catch these waves until they break. And this is where the numbers happen. Alright? This wave here is not going to break. It's got a 4 on it. It's not going to break until it hits this 4 point. Okay? So none of these waves have broken yet. This wave down here is sitting at the 2 spot, so this wave has broken. It's at a spot that's equal to or lower than its number. Alright, so this is the size of the wave and where they break. So the bigger waves break further up. Got it? Well, I want to try and catch this 4 wave as it breaks here. For now, let's move into the next round. I want to try and paddle up into this point. So the first thing we do, remember, for the start of the round, there's an easy guide here to tell you around phases. Advance the waves. So we advance, everything's coming in. This one goes up, we re-roll. It's another 4. Now we play our cards. You need a hand of 5, so the first thing we do is draw back up. I've got a 1, I'm going to play a 1 and I'm going to use it to paddle out a little bit further. We reveal. I paddle 1. We reveal our wave card. Again, no one's riding, nothing's happening just yet. We start a new round. So the waves push forward. We re-roll. Okay, so it's really quick to play. Oh, there's a nice 5 there. We've only got 4 cards, so I'm going to draw back up. It's a 3. Okay, now I want to try and catch this wave. So this is what I'm going to play this time. Now I could, if I wished, paddle out here and try and catch this 5 wave. But I'd need a 1. I do have a 1. But let's see. Now let's show you how we do this. We start by moving our surfer into the wash area to indicate we're going to try and catch this wave. Now there could be more than one player trying to catch the same wave, so we're going to compete over this. I'll show you that at the end, how this competition for waves works. But now let's give you the basic mechanics of the game. Now when I catch this wave, I'm going to have to play a card from my hand. But the card I play is important because I'm going to have to keep my balance. And this is where this wave card comes in. You can see, let's have a look at the one that we had from last turn. It's kind of identical to this one, right? So we can kind of predict what might happen. This one has a 0 to 1 and an up and a down arrow. This one here has a 2 to 3 and a down arrow. Okay, so when this wave happened, this surge, this swell happened, then we kind of predict it a little bit. And we know it's going to be either a 2 or a 3, and it's going to push us back towards the heel of our board, right? By 2 or 3 places. We flip it over, and what actually happened, it was a 2, not a 3. Okay. On this one, it was a 0 or a 1, and it could have been either direction, towards the toe or the heel. And when we flipped it over, it showed us it was actually pushed us 1 to the toe. Alright? We got the same happening here. We don't know if it's going to be a 0 or a 1 in which direction, so there's a bit of risk going on here. So we've got a choice. We could say, do you know what, I want to wait. Let's wait. Let's just wait in the channel and play a card here and try and get some more cards and wait for the next wave to break. Alright, if we don't fancy the look at it. As it goes, I'm quite happy with that one. It's a little bit unpredictable. Now let's say I choose to play this one, the floater. Alright? What that means is when this wave breaks, let's say it's the card from last time, we're predicting where we go. What happens is we move our surfer 2 down to catch the wave, and then when this wave card flips, it pushes us 1 back up. We're good. Imagine if it was though this card that got revealed, then 2 spots downwards, and we're going to push us off the board. We lose our balance and we wipe out. Okay, so that's what we're trying to predict. So I don't want to play this floater because this will push my surfer back here. Because this is a 0 to 1 in either direction, I don't know which direction it's going to go in. There's a chance I might lose my balance. So I'm just going to play a 1. The problem with only playing a 1 is this: I score fewer points. Alright, the 2 will give me 2 points. The 1 will only give me 1 point. But that's alright. So I'm going to catch the wave. I play it up here. Everyone reveals. Okay, I'm currently in the middle. I played a snap turn, which pushes me up to the toe 1's place. Up 1. Okay, I'm in here. My surfer goes in here. I stand up to catch the wave, and then I reveal the wave card. Okay, and it is a 1 up, 1 towards the toe. We've done a good job. Nice turn, nice catch. We're riding this wave. Now every time you catch a wave, you earn a stoke. Just grab one of these. Remember, I can spend these then as we move along. Okay, that's the end of the round. We've got a barrel roll, barrel wave coming up. So this wave is going to go, and we've got to ride it. Let's go back to the start of the round. All the waves move forward. This one hits the shore. We go back up, and we roll. That's another 1. Not liking those numbers. Now we get to play cards. Let's draw back up. Another 1. Now we've got a barrel wave, so this time the numbers here are less significant. It's going to be tricky because we've got a barrel wave. Now what the barrel wave says is on the back of this card, or on the front rather, this is the back, is a 1, 2 or a 3, or value from 1 to 3. Now in order to successfully catch that barrel wave, we have to, riding the short board, play a card that doesn't match the number. Okay, so we've got a 2 in 3 chance of succeeding. On the long board, we have to play a card that matches that number. So we've got a 1 in 3 chance of succeeding. Now we could choose to bail at this point. Incidentally, I need to take this card. This is part of my score. We could choose to bail at this point and just keep the 1 that we've played, the snap turn. But 1 point, that's rubbish. Okay. So we're going to take a chance. We're going to take a chance, and there's a chance that we might wipe out. We don't want to match the card here. Now there were some things, remember, from the shop. For example, there's this one here called In the Zone that says, when riding a wave, discard this card and immediately look at the back of the top 3 wave cards and rearrange them in any order. Okay, so we could, if we wished, switch that barrel roll around. Then you have something called Focus. This one might help us here. It says discard this card and immediately look at the front of the top card of the wave deck and return it to the top. So we could have a little sneaky peek at this barrel, see what the value is, and then we'll know what card to play, right? So you can see that these can really help you. And these barrels waves, so these are like the crown jewel of the surfing world. These are going to score you 5 points, right? Pretty good score. Just to successfully ride it, right? At the moment I've only got 1 point. I'm not doing terribly well. But the thing about barrel waves is they don't affect your balance on the board. If you don't hit it, so in this case, if I don't fail to match, if I pick a card that matches, if I don't hit it, then I immediately wipe out. I'm a little bit restricted because I'm right here on the toe of the board, so I can't play these two because I'm immediately going to wipe out if I adjust my balance forward. So I'm going to have to adjust my balance backwards, and I'm going to play one of these threes, the vertical snap in the ride spot, which is going to push my balance position back 3, 1, 2, 3. Remember, if the barrel wave hits a 3, then I'm going to wipe out. A 1 or a 2, and I'm successful. Let's reveal it and see what we get. A 1, excellent, good stuff. So I successfully ride the barrel wave. I get 3 points added to my score for this lovely trick, this vertical snap into the barrel. Plus, I get to grab one of these barrel wave tokens, which is going to give me another 5 points. Great job, Ricky. Okay, so we're sitting at 9 points at the moment. Loving it. Right, that's it. We've scored for our wave. Let's advance the waves. You can imagine, with more players, everyone is trying to ride the same stuff here. Okay, let's roll. Another one. Okay, we're nearly at the shore. We're doing a good job riding this one, but this wave is getting pretty unsteady. There's a 2 to 3 towards the heel. This wave is going to hit my balance quite a lot this time. But I don't mind. This gives me an opportunity, given that I'm right down near the heel, to play a high card. So let's draw. Oh, we got a 4. An aerial. Oh yes, I'm definitely doing an aerial here. Notice the little icon here says you can't use it with the longboard. So I'm going to ride this wave. I'll place it here. That's going to push me 1, 2, 3, 4 off the toe of the board. So I'm going to use a stoke, and I'm going to call that a -1. So that will turn this into a 3. 1, 2, 3. Liking this a lot. Let's reveal the wave. It's a 2 down towards the heel. 1, 2. We're bang in the middle of the board, and we've scored ourselves 4 points. Good job, Ricky. Keep on riding. Roll. Oops, fall off my board. Instead, if you wipe out, then you don't go scoreless, you just gain the highest card from those that you've scored so far. So if I wiped out now, I'd still get a 4 for what I've done, yeah, for my best trick basically, for wiping out. 5. Let's draw back up. This time we've got, well, I'm going to try and put in a big score. 2 or 3 towards the toe. So there's a chance here. All I need to do is get a 1 down and I'm safe, but a 2 towards the heel is also safe. I might try and grab that extra point with a 3 and call it a -1 with my stoke. So that's going to be a 2. 1, 2. I'm still at the heel of the board. My vertical snap is turned into a 2 towards the toe. 1, 2, great job. This goes in our score pile. Now we've reached the end of a round and we've got a surfer hitting the shore. This is where we score our waves. There's a handy little scoring reference here. We do get some more stoke. It says when you ride a wave to shore, gain 1 stoke. We'll take that. It says if we reach the shore, then we get 2 bonus points. If we caught the wave at the peak and rode it to the shore, the points equal the number on the die. Well, we did. And we know this because the number of cards we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, equals the number of the die. So that's 4 points, plus the numbers here, plus the bonuses. So each of those stoke tokens we played was worth 1 point each. The barrel is worth 5. So already we've got a bonus of 2 for hitting the shore. 4, that's 6, 7, 8, plus 5, 13, and then what we've got here, 13, 17, 24 points. And that's a pretty awesome ride. 24 points gets us 9.0 on the short board. Pretty good, huh? It's going to be hard to beat. Let's start a new round. And this time I'm going to get 2 riders out there. One on the long board, one on the short, I guess. And this wave's going to break next turn. So we both want to get into this channel this turn. Now we've got a bit of cat and mouse. One of us could try and catch this wave. Both of us could try and catch this wave. Or one or both of us could wait for this next wave to break. Alright, so we're going to have to kind of psych each other out a little bit here. So let's see, what have we got? We've got 2 to 3 up. Okay, so this is going to be a potential big surge in the wave. And the trick here, and this is where the green player's at a slight advantage, let's draw first, is that the higher number card, if we both try and catch the same wave, whoever plays the highest number card is the one who's going to succeed. Well, this is going to be tricky for me because it's a 2 to 3 up, which means I'm going to struggle to keep my balance. So chances are I probably wait to try and catch the next wave, but let's just show you how this works. My cards are so bad. I'm going to try and catch here. Now the green player is going to try and catch the same wave. And we've got a little bit more flexibility, but I am in the middle here. And yeah, I'm going to play the 3. The 3 towards the heel. We reveal, so I go back 1 on this one and back 3 on this one. We're both in the wash at the moment, by the way, trying to catch this wave. Green's going to win the contest because they got a higher number, so purple stays back in the channel, whereas we successfully catch the wave. If there's a tie, then being on the toe beats being on the heel. Alright, so the rail grab's going to beat the vertical snap. Alright, the blue ones or the teal coloured ones are going to beat this maroon coloured one. Okay, if they're both the same, you both play this, then the 2 surfers collide, they wipe out into the wash. Really neat, really fun, quick to play. I mean, I like playing just solitaire, just trying to get those high scores. I just play through the deck and see what score I can come up with. So that's Tavarua. Look out for it. It'll be on Kickstarter soon.